Okay, so I also thought a little bit about me. I'm doing this just because I really like reading. And I really like reading out loud, and I really like challenging myself to be able to sight read difficult words and say them in the correct, with the correct inflections. So that is sort of why I'm doing this. So sometimes right now I'm still trying to figure out what things I like to read. I really, really like reading the Quantum and the Lotus because it's a conversation. So I like having that inherent rhythm. Things I have considered: the Metamorphosis and other Kafka stories, but I just happen to have this collection that I read in high school, and I love the Metamorphosis. I also want to try Josephine the Singer, the Hunger Artist. This doesn't have the trial, which is sort of sad, but Country Doctor, there's some good ones in here. So that's one I've considered reading because I want to also maybe try something narrative. On the not narrative side, I have, this is called A Guide to the Good Life, based on Stoic philosophy. I tend to fall in kind of a Stoic level of things, so I've really enjoyed this book. I've been reading it for a little bit, but I would gladly start over and read some more of that. If you're looking for something a little bit fun and silly, I do have the complete collection of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was the first reason I had nightmares and slept on my parents' floor for a week when I was 6 because I was too scared of Bloody Mary. Also, my bedroom had a sliding closet door that was all mirrors, so Bloody Mary was a big threat. Anyway, options. The Zapatista Reader, just in case you want to hear some communist philosophy geared toward the Chiapas people the Zapatista people in Chiapas, Mexico. I really like the way Subcomandante Marcos writes, and so he just has a very kind of peaceful way of writing, so that I enjoy reading it. It might be what I practice today. This is just Arrival. It's a collection of short stories by Ted Chiang. The cover photo here is from a movie that came out a few years back here, maybe even called Arrival. Yeah, there it is. Arrival, starring Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Forrest Whitaker, Michael Stuhlbarg. Anyway, it's that really kind of interesting one where the aliens come to visit and that egg thing, and their language is like that series of, like, it's like Octopus Inc., but it turns out that everything they say can see like forward and backward in time. So it turns out the whole movie we're watching is like all over in time, blah, 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 blah. But I've also enjoyed some of the other stories in here. The first one is called the Tower of Babylon, which is kind of interesting. So I might read some of those. Another Greek philosophy book, because like a pop cultural whatever, but it's about, it travels with Epicurus, journey to a Greek island in search of a fulfilled life. So another way of just trying to live a more fulfilled life. Can you tell I have things that I like to study? This is a book my dad gave me, Philosophy Through Fiction and Film, and admittedly he gave it to me a very long time ago and I have not read it yet. So I'd love the opportunity to read some of this. Lastly, this would be not exciting to read out loud, it's just really kind of fun to read to you. Your Illustrated Guide to Becoming One with the Universe. And it's just super cute. But it has little assignments in the end. So if you're ever wondering what it's like to have me as a teacher, it's basically this. And there's coffee on this. I have just started reading this too. This is a journey of the Raindrop. Oh, my phone's ringing. All right, I'm back. I was on the last book anyway. The Journey of the Raindrop, which is an authentic Zen teaching. I have started it. It's kind of cool, and it is apparently really powerful. So I'm really interested to read it. Whether or not I read it out loud to you, it doesn't matter. But I thought maybe I would let you guys pick what else I read. Leave a comment, drop a comment, whatever people do to comments, drop them, leave them, throw them, say them, type them. I don't care. But let me know if you think you would like to hear me read more, and if you have suggestions other than the ones that I just offered. Okay.